Hey everybody, Ryan Grant here and welcome back to the YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm going to be going over with you guys one huge mind-muscle connection tip that will change the game for you. Now, as a skinny man beginning the gym, because that is who, that is who I target my videos towards, to my community and all that good stuff, I understand how difficult it is to build mind muscle connection. It takes time for anyone to build mind muscle connection. Obviously, people can build connections with their muscles, at different paces. One may find it a lot easier than someone else. However, generally, it takes a long time. Now, there is one tip that I have learned that has genuinely changed the game for me. It's made me explode in size. It is like the most stupidly simple tip that you'll call yourself an idiot for not thinking about this before, but genuinely it is so important. And if you don't necessarily know what mind muscle connection is, it's basically just the the ability you have during an exercise to focus on that muscle and to feel that muscle working, right? To feel that muscle contracting and stretching. For example, on lat pull downs is going to be the exercise I use in this video today. So if you don't necessarily know what a lat pull down is, pause this video and search it up if you don't necessarily know. So when you're on the lat pull down, your mind is in the back. Your mind is the back. You are the back. You are visualizing your back, contracting, stretching as you go up, contracting as you squeeze at the bottom. You are the back. You are the lat. And that is the beauty behind mind muscle connection. And the reason why mind muscle connection is so important for muscle growth is because obviously as your mind is connected to your muscle, the more your mind is connected to the muscle, the more your brain is going to tell that muscle to recruit the muscle fibers inside it, and the more the brain is going to tell your body to rush blood into that area because that is the active area. And this is what is called vasodilation. So basically, when you're under physical activity, your brain basically tells your body where more blood should go in order to compensate for the physical activity, to basically give it the oxygen, because obviously oxygen's in blood, so we can just we're able to withstand the physical activity that we are putting ourselves through, okay? And what happens when we recruit more blood into our muscle? We get a muscle pump. And the more we pump our muscle and the bigger our muscle gets and the more we can inflate our muscle, it basically just forces our muscle to grow, right? So that is the importance of mind muscle connection, and it's super important that you just, you're constantly looking to improve it, right? And I'm going to go through a couple of things you can be doing, literally two things, and the trick, right? So without further ado, let's get into this video. So people don't think about this mind muscle connection tip, but actually moving the weight with the targeted muscle, with the muscle that you're meant to be working on the exercise. And what I mean by this is mentally thinking about it, right? And if you don't necessarily still know what I mean, on lat pull downs, you think about moving the weight with your arms, right? Because that technically you are, but you want to think about you're pulling the weight with your back, and your arms are just the byproduct of that. Your arms aren't actually involved, it's all your back, right? Or for example, when you're doing an incline chest press on a Smith machine, your arms aren't involved, it's just your chest, and your arms are the byproduct, right? Once you start thinking about it like this, once you start thinking about actually moving the weight with the targeted muscle, this is where things get exponential. This is where progress gets insane. I genuinely cannot put into words how insane this is. And it's so simple, you're probably looking at yourself right now. Once you start implementing this, when you get on that lat pull down and you actually think about using your back instead of your arms, you're going to think to yourself that your previous self is an idiot because of how good this is. And this is what you're meant to be doing, but no one just thinks about it like this, right? For example, right, I hear so many people saying that they can't they can't get away from their forearms giving up on the lat pull down before their back. And that is because they think about using their forearms and their arms to pull the weight instead of their back. However, the secret is to think about you're pulling the weight with the back and not the arms. It's so simple but so effective, right? Actually think about pulling the weight on the lat pull down with your lats instead of your arms. Your arms are just there just to hold it, and it's all your back doing the work, right? On incline Smith machine or incline dumbbell press, the arms are just there to hold the weight. Your chest is actually the thing that's moving it, right? On dumbbell lateral raises, you're not actually moving the weight with your lower arm. You're moving the weight with your lateral deltoid. You know, on bench press, it's not your front delt or your triceps or your arms that's moving the weight. It's your chest. This is the biggest secret behind mind muscle connection. I might delete this video like at some point because like how overpowered this is. But it's just so simple, right? Everyone should know this, but they just don't think like this, okay? And I want to make this video as short as possible. So that's the tip, right? Actually move the weight with the targeted muscle. Actually pull the lat pull down with your back instead of your arms. Actually push the weight with your chest instead of your arms on incline Smith machine, right? And here there are two ways you can help this, okay? So the first way is to set up your phone and record a set of you doing the exercise. So this is the most effective one, is lat pull downs, right? So obviously for this to actually work, you want to be in a vest because you need to see your muscle working. And this is how you get the mental picture. And this is how you install it into your mind. Because you can, whilst you're doing the movement, you are the back. You know, you are inside the back because because through watching this video over and over again of you doing this set, you can see your back contracting and stretching. And whilst you're doing sets in the future going forward, you can just picture that in your head, and that is exactly what is going on. And that is how you truly unlock mind muscle connection. Truly seeing that and visualizing your muscle working during the exercise, okay? But you want to record a set of you doing this exercise, and you want to be able to make sure that the muscle that is meant to be targeted is visible, right? So if you're doing incline dumbbell press, you want to make sure that you're in a vest and you can see your chest contracting and stretching. Or when you're on lat pull downs, you want to make sure you can see your back really getting that squeeze. You want to set the phone behind you so you know you can really see the squeeze on your lat. And what this is going to do, and what you want to do, is watch this video again and again and again and again and again and again. I mean it. You want to watch this video over and over again. You want to install this video into your mind. What does it actually look like? What does the muscle actually look like during the exercise? You want to just embed this into your mind. And that is how you become the muscle when you're doing your exercises. You know, you want to be the lat when you're doing lat pull downs. You want to be the upper chest when you're doing incline Smith machine. You want to be the lateral delt when you're doing lateral raises. You want to be, I don't know, you want to be your quad when you're doing a leg extension. You get the idea. It's super, super important for mind muscle connection. So that is the first tip towards actually moving the weight with the targeted muscle and not just your arms or the byproduct that's just holding the weight, right? And the second thing that I want to go into is go lighter. For goodness sakes, go lighter. So many people are trying to lift for their egos, and you know, when people lift for the numbers, they lift for their egos, and the only thing they grow is their egos and not the muscle, right? In order to actually grow your muscles, you need to optimize this mind muscle connection. And if you're trying to full stack bicep curls and you're using your whole body, then you're not necessarily going to be isolating your bicep. Therefore, you're not going to be you're not going to be doing this tip, right? You're not going to be moving the muscle with you're not going to be moving the weight with a targeted muscle. You're going to be moving the weight with everything else but the targeted muscle, okay? So go lighter and set up a phone and record a set of you doing the exercise you really want to nail your mind muscle connection with. For example, lat pull downs or incline Smith or just any exercise, right? Watch it over and over again and embed it into your mind. So important. Absolutely love it if I can invite you into my very own free online community called the SlimToSculpt Alliance, where we help skinny men bulk and gain muscle the SlimToSculpt way. We have specific ways of doing things. We have a workout program in there that a lot of people are on. There's more on this mind muscle connection tip in there. These guys actually learnt about this a lot earlier than you guys did. You can also hop on a one-to-one call with me where we can chat, get to know each other, talk about your problems, turn them into solutions, and get you closer to your goal. And genuinely, it mean the most to me if I can watch you grow and progress in that community. There's 200 plus guys in there just like you, so I'd absolutely love to have you in there. But if you just want to stay on YouTube, that's completely fine. If you enjoyed this video and you know if it's going to help you in the future, make sure to drop a like. If there's anything that stood out to you in this video, drop a comment and I'll most certainly get back to you, and it'll obviously help the algorithm as well, get more people on this video commenting with you as well. And if you want to stay around, I upload every Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday, so make sure to drop a subscription. And without further ado, I'll see you in the next video.